Who are you and where'd you get and where are you from?
I'm David Acosta, aka Durrty D, Allen Rock, White Road, San Jose, California, East Side.
Sure. How'd you get your name?
In high school, I used to fuck with this nigga J Con. This nigga was like the Godfather throwing parties and shit. I used to just drink whatever was passed to me, you feel me? So they used to call me Durrty, and then it just stuck. I spelt it the way I like to, and the shit just stuck with me. My pops was a D-Dog, and like the double D's just ran in the family, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just kept it lit like that, so they call me Durrty D, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. How'd you get into music?
My pops was a DJ. I was listening to music all my life. Probably been writing since I was 9. I first got in the studio when I was 14. And then shit, it just took off from there. I knew I had to polish my style when I first started. Like, I had bars and niggas was telling me, like, your bars is there, your voice just need to evolve. Like, you just need to get your delivery down. So, like, I mastered that probably when I was, like, 18 or 19. It took me, like, 4 or 5 years to get that right, you know what I mean? And then, shit, once that got locked in, man, we was just in studios day after day, doing the show thing, fucking with hella labels from San Jose, different artists and shit, different areas, city to city, and then shit, I guess it's just been in my bloodline, you know what I'm saying? I was just born with this shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. How'd you become a part of THIZZ Latin?
Shit, man, I had recently caught a case, man. It was like a little, basically like a, I don't know, like an obstacle, you feel me? And like my company was at a standstill, and I had been fucking with a lot of reputable niggas from San Jose, and building my name and building my buzz. So when I got out, we was waiting on my big homie to get out, my co-defendant. Shout out to Jack Frost, formerly of Big Things Entertainment. So he got with my pops, and I got a cousin that's locked up right now. He's funding a lot of the shit. So they talked with my pops real quick. Just so happened that my co-defendant Jack knows Gold Toes on a personal level. So they connected real quick. They talked about it briefly. They ran the idea by me. And shit, I was just like, I wanted to keep the name like ROCKBOI, you feel me? Because I started that company, but I know also being a part of THIZZ Latin was like the next big thing, the next big move for us. So they put the contracts up, they signed them. My pops is the president, Jack's the CEO, and they leaving me in charge of a lot of the shit. So holla at me, y'all need distribution. If y'all here in the 408 area, you need a deal, a distribution deal, or if you want to just talk numbers, we can see what we got to offer and then see if we can rock from there. I mean, we THIZZ Latin, San Jose, we got full rights to it, ownership of it. The shit's on paperwork, man. Signed on the dotted line, so it's official, you feel me? For any niggas that got questions like, you mean if it's real or not? Yeah, it's real. ROCKBOI, THIZZ Latin, San Jose, boy.
Sure. Who else is on your label?
It's me. I started this shit with Slick Spit. We had a few artists on the label before, had some fallouts and shit like that. Everything's good now, but we picked up WAP last summer, and he been working. He been doing a lot of shit. We just did a project called Dirty Money. We got that mixtape dropping in like a week or two. DJ Kent's finna drop that, and then shit, we'll let y'all know when that drop. But just for right now, it's just us three.
Sure. Cool. All right. What do you think about the 408 music in San Jose, Gilroy area, and where do you think it's headed?
It's been at the same as it was 10 years ago. Like, I jumped in the game right away with some hitters, and I seen like a lot of the business aspect of it. That's what's more important right now is the business side of things. Like, niggas do music. Hella niggas do music. 1 second, cuz.
All right.
Let me call you right back, my nigga. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so like, there's a lot of hitters out here. There's a lot of niggas that got bars, and then there's a lot of niggas that got fan base and shit. And I see like the movements is stronger when people get together and they work together and they support each other. Like, some of the music I'm not a big fan of, but I'm not hating on the next man. I want him to get that dollar just like me and my squad is getting money. And I mean, I listen to a few niggas out here. I'm not gonna put nobody on blast who I don't listen to and who I do. I mean, everyone got their own opinion, but I do listen to a lot of niggas from out here. And then I just think that as far as where it's going, it could go as far as we take it. The shit is big. The city's huge. There's a lot of fans out here. There's a lot of people that support the shit. It's a big ass city, man. You know what I mean? So if we want to take it there, we could take it there. If we want to go to the top with it, we could go straight to the top with it. But right now, I got a lid on it, and it feel like a lot of niggas is holding each other back with that pillow talk and that side talk and, you know, that beefing and all that bullshit. Like, if it ain't about no money, man, niggas shouldn't be beefing. And a lot of niggas out here, I mean, these niggas got a lot to say about me. They got a lot to say about me. Most of it's negative, but like, people that's around and they hear that shit, they're like, why don't you address the nigga yourself? Sometimes these niggas don't even know me and they be speaking on me. So I know it's like that for a lot of these other artists. And if that's the case, man, it ain't gonna go nowhere. It's gonna stay with a lid on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good. All right. Who do you like that's out right now in the mainstream, underground? You know, where are you bumping your ride? Tip it.
What was that? Say that again? I can't hear you because of sirens, Cuddy.
It's all good. Okay, who are you feeling right now in the underground, mainstream, you know, anywhere? What are you bumping right now?
To keep it 100 with you, I like, 1 second.
Sure, I'm just letting you guys talk. People getting actions all the time.
Like, I grew up listening to like West Coast music. My pops had me on like Texas and California music. That was it. 40, Pac, Cube, NWA, shit like that. But like, I listen to a lot of down south shit. I mean, I prefer that trap music. I listen to everything. I got an ear for good music. Like, I listen to love songs or whatever. I'll tell you if I really think it's dope. And I'm not biased or nothing. Like, I listen to whatever. But like right now, like, you'll catch me slapping like Chief Keef, French Montana. I fuck with hella Gucci, man. I've been fucking with Gucci for a minute. Hella old school Hot Boys. Hella old school Juvenile and Hot Boys. Zero, C Murder. But out here, like, as far as who I'm feeling right now, like, my nigga Lil Ro, I'm feeling him. I'm feeling my whole camp, obviously. And there's a couple niggas from San Jose that I listen to. But I don't want to play no favorites, so I ain't going to say no names. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. All right. There's been any artists in the industry now, like V Nasty and like other people who like use the N-word. And what do you think about Chicanos themselves using the N-word, you know, in the music industry?
I think like some people are just they raised around that word. You feel me? Others aren't. And I grew up with Samoans, blacks, Filipinos. My pops used to fuck with the Vietnamese. And nigga was thrown around like a football, man. This shit was just used all the time. I use the word a lot. I don't think it's right for niggas to be like saying this shit if they ain't know nothing about the word or they never used the word. But if you grew up that way and it's common to you and it's gonna come out. It's just gonna automatically slip out. You know, some people talk the way they was raised, where they grew up at. You know what I mean? I be in different cities and states and they lingo's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I be hearing some weird ass shit. You feel me? And it's always every year some new word. You know what I'm saying? It's always like the catchy one. You feel me? Like, niggas be talking about loud. No one was saying no loud packs like 3 years ago. You know, no one was saying wavy and swag like, you know, years back. You know, shit just pop up.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's my take on that.
Okay. Describe your musical style.
I mean, I pimp. I fuck with a lot of hitters. I'm around drug dealers. Not glorifying that shit because I want nothing but positive for my company. We sponsor young athletes and we sponsor these young kids out here that ain't got it. We look out for these youngsters. We want to see them stay on that right path. Play sports and shit like that. But my music style is trap music. You know, I rap about what we do during the week. Sometimes we get into something on the weekend, I make a song about it, you know what I mean? And it's just fun that way. You know what I'm saying? But if you listen to my wordplay, I mean, I'm gassing straight up, but it's like, it's trap music. I do a few love songs, but it's not really my style. You feel me? I done did a few like party tracks and shit like that. That's cool. But like, I like keeping it street though, you know what I mean? And I just try to flame every 16.
Yeah, I feel you. crazy out here. You gotta learn to count them candles. All right. What separates you from other artists?
I mean, I'm gonna give it one more minute.
All right. Thank God for editing.
That's it right there. All right. What separates me from other artists is probably my outlook is different than these other artists. The music's it's similar, because I know a lot of these niggas do this shit too. So, I mean, I don't knock a man if he raps about what he's talking about or does what he's talking about in his songs, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he really does that in real life, big ups to that nigga. And if he ain't doing it right now and he done it before, he still got the right to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? No imaginary shit like making up stuff that you never done or sounding funny or saying some stuff and like you ain't never really done none of that. Like, it looks kind of funny, you feel me? And niggas could usually tell just by looking at you if you really rock that way or if you don't. But my outlook's different than these other niggas. I want to see everybody succeed. I think San Jose got more talent than anybody in the Bay Area, not taking shots, but I just think we got the most artists, and I think we got the most talent with no light on it, no shine on it, and somebody got to bring it to the city. Like, I'm not saying niggas from here gas anybody from other cities. I'm saying we got probably the most talent, and it ain't exposed, it ain't out there the way it should be.
Okay, for sure. Who are your musical influences?
Jadakiss. Period. That was who I listened to growing up. The nigga's top 5 dead or alive. And I think he one of the most fire artists I've ever heard. Jadakiss, Big Pun, Pac, of course. You know? But Kiss, first and foremost.
Yeah, for sure. All right. What's the first artist that you looked up to that you got to meet?
First artist that I looked up to that I got to meet was Crunchy Black from 3-6 Mafia. I met him in Vegas. It went really well. We talked. I got to speak with the man. We had some shit lined up. It didn't work out because he was hollering a big number, and I didn't want to throw that at him. But yeah, when I met him, because I had been listening to 3-6 when I was a kid, you feel me? And when I met him, I was like, I was a little bit surprised. I was a little bit caught off guard. But you bump into big boys in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ran into Diggs out there. And, like, I ran into Yuck in Arizona. Those are probably the incidents where I ran into some artists that I really was looking up to when I was growing up.
Cool. All right.